Everybody, can you hear me? Can you give me a thumbs up? You can hear me.
Are you see me? Are you see me ba yun? Showing din?
Am I audible?
Ano ba yun?
That's great. Thanks, Isabella. All right. So right now it's already 8:01 EST our time, and I think we can start already. I'd like to welcome everybody again to the semifinals of our match. So right now we are left with four teams. And before anything else, I'd like to welcome you all to the semifinals of the WorldEd Annual Future Thinking Debate. Hello, everybody. Just say hi. We are live streaming right now, and also the recording of the call is being saved, which you will be seeing again live stream on our YouTube channel. So if you wanna check it out later, you may do so, or if you want to share the link to your classmates, your parents, your schoolmates, your teachers. I'd appreciate it, guys, so that we have viewers and they can all see how you will be presenting your side, whether it's affirmative or negative side. So I'd like to formally start by just having a very quick roll call before we start our first match for today. Today we will have four teams again, which will be having the matches. We have the affirmative team first with the logic forward. If you guys can just say hi. Mateus, Thais, Eduarda, and
Hi.
Colbert. Hi,
Hi.
please.
Hello.
You can unmute
Hi.
yourselves so that this way we can also test your microphones. Just say hi. Anyone from the team? Logic forward?
Hello.
Hey.
Do you want to say hi?
Hello.
Hi.
Hello.
Hi, okay. Although I can't hear you, I don't know why. I can't seem to hear you. So later on, during our matches, I think we can make sure, or we can test rather, so that we can make sure that the microphones are on. Fem, you win for the negative side. Lucas, Isabella, Lara, Erica.
We're all here.
Hello.
Hello.
Not sure why I can't hear you, but later on I will check. Okay. Cognita, Giovanna, Julia, Lara, and Laura. Are you in the call already?
Hello. Hello.
I don't know. Oh,
Hello.
Okay. And then the last match, or sorry, the last team, rather, not the last match, will be Sinai. You are all in one Zoom account. So you just want to say hi. There you go. Thank you so much. Okay, so I think we can formally start with the first team. I would request Cognita and Sinai to please leave the call first, and then later on you can go back so that we can formally start our presentation. Okay, I will stop sharing for now so that we can already set up the timer, and we are left with 1 second. We are left with the two teams. FAMUN and then Logic Forward. Okay, can we test our microphones, please? Anyone who can unmute and
Hi.
then just
Hi.
hello.
Hi.
Hello.
Hello.
Test your
Hi.
microphone.
Okay,
Hi.
okay, test. Okay, that's great. So I can hear everybody. That's great. So again, cameras and microphones are a requirement. That's why I ask you guys to open your microphones and also open your cameras because later on, if there's technical difficulty, we will proceed as is. Okay. So right now, as you are already familiar with the format of our debate, we will start first with our opening statements. I was about to say like more of like a presentation. 1 second. So in our presentation, we will start first with the opening statement, which is 2 minutes of our time. As per usual, the same thing as we did last time. If you remember, there would be a timer that you will see on the upper right screen of your Zoom. Okay. And then we will start with logic forward. All good? Logic forward. Can you give me a thumbs up? I think you're all wearing the same uniform, so it should be good. Okay. So timer will start and there will be a beep sound which you will hear at the end of the 2 minutes. So please make sure that you summarize and wrap up everything so that we would be able to proceed as is with the family Connect. Okay.
Can you hear me well?
Mm-hmm.
Good morning, everyone. We are Logic Forward, and
I
today
can.
we're going to talk about how. Wait, did you start or not? Sorry. Okay.
No, it's going on.
Oh, good morning, everyone. We're Logic Forward, and today we're going to talk about how AI actually enhances human creativity rather than replace it. So, art has been always connected to the elite and only the elite. But right now, we have tools like Soundtrack that offers free instruments and also free pre-recorded sounds, making the democratization of art and art becoming even more accessible.
While AI is a powerful tool for creativity, providing the initial spark for creators to enter in a state of flow, which is a concept identified for an Hungarian American psychologist, Mihaly. He says that the artists have to go to a deeper immersion, find his spark, and then his motivations, his creativity will flow more smoothly and efficiently.
And AI doesn't replace creativity, it instead amplifies it by making experimentations effortless. A study from Adobe from 2023 noted that artists and producers that use artificial intelligence said that it helped them experiment faster and test out a wider range of ideas that they wouldn't have tried before. So this shows that the faster that artists can produce more things and test out ideas, the more possibilities they will be able to uncover.
Hey guys, good morning. So the first thing I want to say is that the problem is not on AI, it's the way that people might use that. In addition, have already artists who uses AI in their art, such as Mario Klingemann, who won the Lumen Golden Prize Awards, which honors the best digital art, mainly because he's using AI. So I hope we have a nice debate. Thank you.
Okay, so I think we're done with Logic Forward, with Kleber being the last person to speak. I will set up the timer again to another 2 minutes to give time to FemUN Connect. Once you see the timer, FemUN, please start. Okay.
Good morning, everyone. Before anything else, let's make something clear. The position sign is presenting opinions, but this can't compete with what we will bring today. Science, data, and hard evidence about the collapse of human thinking under AI. First, AI erodes critical thinking directly. A landmark study from the University of Texas 2017 showed that even the mere presence of smart technologies significantly reduce outworking memory and cognitive capacity. Why? Because the brain offloads effort the second a machine is available, a phenomenon confirmed by Risk and Dunn of 2015 as cognitive offloading. The more we rely on technology, the less our brain activates its analytical systems. Secondly, AI harms deep learning. A 2024 Stanford study found that students who use AI to write learn less, remember less, and retain almost nothing after a week. The researchers warn AI creates a shallowing effect. Knowledge stops being constructed and being outsourced.
We're outsourcing our ability to understand. AI weakens creativity. A massive 2023 study by MIT and Harvard proved that AI-assisted writing becomes more homogeneous and less original. Similarly, the NYU studies found that the AI reduces in the initial variance, which means that we have fewer unique ideas, fewer creative directions, and fewer breakthroughs. So we're here to be honest. AI doesn't empower creativity. It standardizes it. It doesn't expand originality. It compresses it. It doesn't strengthen the human mind. It dulls it. And today, that's the core of our argument. A society that delegates its thinking to a machine, and the convenience is not worth the price of we having a weakened mind.
Okay, so that's the beep sound that I was telling about earlier. Thanks for wrapping it up, Isabella. Right now, we will go to the crossfire questions. So, as per usual, you guys already know the drill. The crossfire questions is where you will ask questions to each of you guys. So, you may direct the question to not a co, but you can direct the question to another person from another team, or you may ask it generally, and anyone from the other team, the opposing team, can answer it. Okay, I will start the timer now to 8 minutes. Please check the timer on the upper right screen of your Zoom right now, and it's starting. We will start with logic forward. Go ahead. Mateus, I think you're muted. You're trying to
Sorry,
speak, right?
I was muted. Sorry. So if AI can adapt to a user's personal style or preferences, doesn't that make so that AI gives you more productive answers and more original ideas?
So what you just said actually proves the opposite. If AI is going to help you follow your creativity, your style, that just means you can't change your style anymore. So you're making something that could change with time, patronized. So it will always be the same. It will continue equal.
And also, AI adaptation doesn't create originality, it creates predictability. Well, as we said, Stanford and MIT found that AI-assisted ideas become more similar and less innovative, a phenomenon that is called creativity convergence. And that's our point. It increases speed, not creativity. So it's not helping us in a way to expand our critical thinking, just making us like less intelligence and trying to substitute the power that humans have to be natural and also true.
Okay, so do you think that rejecting AI in arts is just fear of being replaced rather
Isn't
than
it our
additional
question? No?
creativity? Wait, it doesn't like
It
start
wasn't
with.
supposed to be our question.
Yes, to clarify. So the last person to answer was, who was the last person to answer?
Us.
Lucas. So it's Fem Yuan's turn now to ask the question, and then logic forward will answer.
Okay, sorry.
No
Okay.
worries.
So I like to ask, if generative AI truly enhances creativity, why do controlled experiments show it reduces diversity and originality of ideas in group, effectively narrowing the collective creative space? And how is that not a serious long-term risk to human innovation?
Logic forward, your turn to answer.
I'm so sorry. I didn't quite understand what you asked.
I'll repeat it. So if generative AI truly enhances creativity, why do controlled experiments show that it reduces diversity and originality of ideas in a group, effectively narrowing down the collective creative space? And how is that not a serious long-term risk to human innovation?
So you're asking if it's been coming formulaic, is that?
How is the fact that AI is controlling our creativity not a serious long-term risk for human innovation? How is it not impacting in human innovation?
Okay, so first of all, it's not controlling because they give us ideas, but they don't tell us, oh, use that, oh, use that. Everyone can pick their own what they want to do. So saying that AI is controlling us is actually not a good statement because humans take decisions, not AI.
Yeah, and AI is just a tool to support us. It's not like, oh, I'm commanding you to do that. If a person chooses to stay with the first decision that AI gives them, it's not the tool's fault. It's the person that is using the tool is using it in a way that it's not exploring it.
Can we follow
Yes,
up?
the things is that the problem is not on AI, it's the way that people might use that.
Can we follow up?
Yes, for sure.
If AI was truly just a tool, humans would still be doing the cognitive heavy lifting. But cognitive science consistently shows the opposite. When people have a system that can help them do everything, it's very rare for people continue to do what they don't need to do anymore. They offload reasoning, memory, and problem solving. A tool you rely on for answers isn't a tool, it's a substitute thinker. A substitute weakened the original. That's what we're talking about here.
So in fact, AI can be considered a tool because what AI actually does is that it gives you an answer or gives you a process based on something that you want them. You tell them an input and they will give you they will either give or they will help you. They will help to give you an output that will suit you best. This tool, like, you control it. It doesn't do everything for you. It doesn't like automatically give you what you want, whatever you want, or it won't automatically do things for you. You have to you have to maneuver it. You have to make a maneuver so it can actually give you what you want, and so it gives you the output that you want.
So you said it's just AI just gives you an output, but the problem is this output. Sometimes this output just completely substitutes the work that you could have done for yourself that would boost your creative thinking, that would boost your experience. You would learn with that. And then you just use AI to do it for you. So that's what we are talking about. That AI is changing us. It is making us grow less as human beings. And actually, what you said is not supported by data. A 2024 Science Advanced study found that while AI may help individuals generate more ideas, those ideas become increasingly familiar, predictable, and shaped by the system's training data. So it's not human at all.
And creativity is not about producing more, it's about producing something new, original. And that's the thing that AI can do because it doesn't have the qualities and sentiments that humans have.
Yes, not only that, but AI bases itself on past human reactions. So when AI says something, it's based on things humans already did or that aren't original at all. So you can't really create or innovate anything using AI.
And that can lead to many problems about who belongs to the arts that the AI creates because they're already using things that were done before by humans. So you create lots of issues that we're not prepared for in the future.
Logic forward, would you like to follow up?
No, I had a question, but
Go ahead, go ahead.
can-
I think we have time. Do you think you
No.
can shorten it? Go ahead.
do you think that rejecting AI in art is just a fear of being replaced rather than an actual defense of creativity?
Yuan, quick
So,
answer, please.
About art, did you know that artists are being substituted by an AI that is trained by their arts? So imagine you are an artist and you publish art online for people to look at, for people to admire, and then an AI is just trained by your art
Okay, Lara.
and can create what you create.
Okay. I think we did not have enough time for the last question, but at this time, let's proceed first with the moderator twist question. And this time, let's go first with the FEMUN. Okay? The logic forward can take a deep breath and slow down first. So FEMUN connect. This is the moderator twist question that I would like to ask among you all. Anyone can answer. You have a minute to prepare and 30 seconds to answer. Okay? Again, you have a minute to prepare and 30 seconds to answer. And this question is very timely with what we are experiencing right now. Let's say you guys are using AI to brainstorm ideas, but you create the final piece of your work alone. Do you think it's fair? Again, let's say you as a student are using AI to brainstorm ideas, but the final piece, you do it alone. Do you think it's fair? So you have a minute to prepare. Timer starts now.
So it's logic forward that should answer.
It's FEMUN first, as I
Okay.
said earlier. Yeah, FEMUN first. 5 seconds. You will see immediately the 30 seconds.
We
Please
don't
go
think
ahead,
it's fair
Femi.
because we don't think it's fair because AI uses people's previous works as their base content. And when you brainstorm using AI, then you're using content and things that were already created previously, and AI is just utilizing them. Like for example, OpenAI admitted that they often recycle things that were already said by previous people.
So you are not thinking, you are choosing like from what the machine is already
Okay.
decided.
Okay, thank you, Lucas. So I think we have to stop there. Erica, before I continue, I think there's a problem with your microphone. It seems like there is an echo. I'm pretty sure that the other audience in this call also hears the same thing. So if you can fix it out later, I think I'd appreciate it. Okay. So logic forward, this is your question. And this is focusing more on the data, but also something that is very timely and you guys are experiencing right now. So only 12% of the students think that schools teach enough digital creativity. Do you think AI should be included in the curriculum? Again, only 12% of the students think schools teach enough digital creativity. So, do you think AI should be included mandatory in the curriculum? You have a minute to prepare. Timer starts now. Please get ready. 5 seconds more to prepare. Think about your answer. Timer starts now.
So I do think that, in fact, AI should be included in school curriculum because as time progresses, AI will be even more present in the work and the social environment. And the more that schools can be able to teach and can be able to present students and people from all ages to such technology, the more we will be able to be experienced and the more we will be able to maneuver it in a way that will be both beneficial to us and society as a whole.
Thank you, Mateus. That's right on time. Right now, at this part of our match, first match of our semifinals, we will now proceed with the open floor debate. So, compared to the crossfire questions wherein you guys were allowed to ask questions or clarify some points at this part for the open floor debate, this is more of presentation of the information and data that we have prepared ahead of the time. Okay, so I'll give you 6 minutes in total, but I will give first 3 minutes for the logic forward to start their open floor debate, and then another 3 minutes for the FEMU1 Connect. So at this time, logic forward, you will start. Okay, timer starts now for your open floor.
So to begin with, I would like to say that arts has been always recluded only to the elite representation, even if it doesn't claim it to. For example, we can cite Semana de Arte Modernas, which was a Brazilian art event that claimed to show the real depth of reality, even if it doesn't. So, according to Brasil de Fato, Mário de Andrade, an amazing artist, himself claimed that the event was elitist. But now, with AI, we can bring the real depth of art, making it more accessible and even more representation.
Eduarda, you're muted. Eduarda, can you hear me? I think you're muted. You're saying something.
Sorry. Well, AI brainstorming does not replace human creativity, it enhances it. It offers fresh angles, unexpected connections that helps creators overcome their creative blocks. Instead of making creativity formulaic, it expands the range of idea a person can explore. On the website SSRN, a research on 2024 made by Zhou and Li, Generative Artificial Intelligence, Human Creativity and Art. They made a survey with more than 50,000 users, and they find out that assisted AI creativity produces rate increased by 25%, and their work is 50% more likely to receive a favorite.
And traditionally, creators spend a lot of more time on the execution of tasks such as writing drafts, creating sculptures, drawing, or coding. And generative AI tools like ChatGPT or GitHub Copilot reduce that time by making so that by producing a wider range of ideas, a wider range of brainstorming, and a wider range of visions that the artist would have not thought about before. And with this allows creators to experiment more and test out a wider and broader range of ideas. An MIT and research from 2003 from Microsoft team found that artists that use AI were able to increase their productivity by up to 55% and also reducing mental load. So this proves that the more that people and the more that such artists can use such AI, the less time they will spend on repetitive code, and the more time they will be able to spend problem-solving tasks and generating creativity.
So, guys, we cannot forget the fact that AI boosts creativity. Because, okay, people can copy and paste everything. However, according to Sheila Permuter from the US Copyright Office from January 2025, from production by AI production can only be eligible for copyright registration if there is a significant human participation. So, okay, the person can copy and paste everything. However, they cannot take this as their own production because it needs their own like registration, like their mark. So this leads to creativity.
All right, thank you so much, Kleber. We're right on time. We will now start with the FEMU Connect. Your 3 minutes is up now.
So one thing that we see that is clearly missing in this debate is one of the most important questions we should be doing here. What is creativity? And that was one of the main points of our research for following to the debate. And what research is, neuroscience states that creativity is exclusively a human ability. It requires consciousness, emotion, and internal experience, which none of AI possesses. So we would like to talk about that. If it's only an exclusive characteristic of humans, a machine can never do it, especially when it's just recycling material that previous humans have done. AI can maybe recycle something and talk about grief, love, but it has never lost someone. It has never loved. It has never felt nothing, so it's not really creativity.
The affirmative says AI expands creativity, but the evidence shows the opposite. AI doesn't innovate, it averages. A 2025 University of Essex study shows generative models rapidly create ideas and mostly remix patterns. The UK Department of Education warns that AI is harming student skills development and encouraging academic shortcuts. As students agree, an Oxford University Press survey found 62% feel AI is harming their creativity, and nearly half can tell AI-generated work from real work.
Human styles grew over years of mistakes, exploration, and evolution. As I was saying about artists, in 2023, the US Copyright Office ruled that artists cannot protect their distinctive style because AI can recreate it from datasets without permission. That means your voice, your brushstroke, your narrative rhythm can be copied in 3 seconds. That destroys creative identity, and it gets worse. A report for European Creative Industries Alliance 2024 showed that creative workers now experience a 60% increase in pressure to deliver faster because clients compare them to AI output. So the message becomes,
If AI can make it in 10 seconds, why do you need to do it in 2 weeks? This isn't argumentation. This is devaluation. And AI already shapes our global future, but it carries zero accountability. When AI steals art from living artists, no one answers for it. No one takes the responsibility. When AI give like racist or based content, the machine apologized, but it doesn't learn. And that's our point. Now, here's the most fundamental danger. AI breaks the relationship between creator and the creation. Neuroscience tells us that creativity is the process of turning internal emotions into external disposition. So, a culture that is built in output instead of a meaning is not a creative culture. It is an automated
Okay,
one.
thank you so much, Lucas. All right, thank you so much, Lucas, again. So we're right on time. Okay, so we'll now proceed with the last part of this match. Right now, we will proceed as well with the Logic Forward presenting their closing statement. So, Logic Forward, you have 2 minutes. Timer starts now.
So, by democratizing arts, creative expression becomes even more diverse. New perspectives are heard, new perspectives that we haven't heard before. So, classical art become popular art, and AI is helping us.
Well, by offering this initial spark and the brainstorming of ideas, it helps creators overcome their creative block and enter their own state of flow. This not only makes creativity process smoother and efficient, but it also allows ideas to develop fully, unlocking a greater innovation and a personal expression.
And creativity thrives on exploration. The more that we can test, trial, and fail, the more that our ideas will become original and more and better in a way. And artificial intelligence isn't there to completely eliminate the process, but it actually is there so that it can sort of democratize this process, giving every creator the ability to test and try at their own free will and at their own power of their own imagination.
So, guys, I cannot close this debate without reinforcing the idea that the problem is not only AI, it's the way that people might use that. And, and there are also, we don't need to be like afraid of using AI in art because arts have something called copyright, as I said before. And this protects the true artistic essence. That is it.
Thank you so much, Kleber, for giving me the signal. I will stop the timer now, and we will proceed with Yuan's closing statement. Closing part. Okay, timer starts now.
Ladies and gentlemen, before we end, I want you to picture something. A world overflowing with content, but empty of true creation. A world where ideas aren't lived for, struggled for, they're just generated. This is the future we risk when we hand creativity over to AI. We're told that AI helps creativity, but help is not what's happening. What's happening is replacement. The more we let algorithms decide what sounds good into the same predictable patterns, AI isn't original. It imitates the past. And when we rely on imitation, we stop learning to create anything new. Creativity is supposed to be messy. It's supposed to take effort, failure, emotion, curiosity. But when AI offers shortcuts to every single step of the creative process, people, especially students, stop developing those muscles.
Why push yourself to experiment when a machine feeds you ready-made ideas? You don't grow by outsourcing the very struggle that makes creativity meaningful. Art created by a machine isn't just an original, it's disconnected from human experience. It can mimic emotion, but it cannot feel. It can rearrange ideas, but it cannot understand them. Creativity without humanity is just noise. If AI defines creativity for us, we're not opening doors, we're closing them. Doors to genuine imagination. We are risking a generation that knows how to prompt, but not how to create. So today the choice is simple. Do you want a future shaped by human voices, human stories, and originality? Or do you settle for creativity that's automated and fundamentally hollow? And today, we still have the chance to choose differently.
But if we don't act now, tomorrow we might just have to ask ChatGPT to make that choice for us. Thank you.
All right, thank you so much, Lara. We're right on time. Thank you so much for that wonderful closing, as well as for Logic Forward for the questions that you left our audiences with your closing statement. So I think right now we could end our match here. I will admit the second match. We will announce the ones who will be proceeding on the finals by next week. Okay. Thank you so much and have a great day, everybody.
Bye-bye.
Congratulations
Thank you.
again.
Thank you.
Yeah,
Bye.
bye.
Thank you,
Bye-bye.
moderator. Bye-bye.
Bye bye. I think we're just waiting for others to arrive in the call. All right. They should be coming any moment by now. Hello, Cyanide team and Laura. Cyanide team, can you please open your camera? There you go. How are you guys? Happy Saturday for you all. All good, Cyanide? Can you open your microphone so that we can test? Although we can't hear you, Cyanide. Laura, can you open your microphone so we can test?
Hello.
There. Okay, thank you. Lara, can you open your microphone so we can test? And your
Hi.
camera is the other way around.
Oh, okay.
Right now, I can hear you, Sinai. Okay. Julia,
Okay,
can you open your
nice.
microphone?
Hello.
Okay, I can hear you. And Giovanna, can you kindly open your microphone?
Hello.
Okay, there we go. All right, all microphones are working, all cameras are working. So I think right now, since you guys are already familiar with the process that we are doing here with the semifinals, we will start first with the opening statements, and the opening statement will be started head on first by the Cognita. Okay. Cognita, you have 2 minutes. As per usual, the ones we saw are the ones we experienced last round of the debate. You will see a timer on the upper right screen of your Zoom. So please check the upper right. Timer starts now for your opening statement.
Hi and good morning, judges and esteemed members of the opposition. The motion before us today is that this House believes that AI is a tool that enhances human creativity. Our team stands in favor of this motion. While artificial intelligence is often portrayed as a threat to originality or a competitor to the human mind, we must confront another reality. AI expands human creativity, strengthens artistic expression, and open doors that were once closed to millions of people. AI is not a replacement for human imagination, it's a partner and a multiplier of creative potential. Across fields such as music and art, AI provides new ways for people to explore ideas and test possibilities and innovate beyond their limits. Students who once struggled to visualize a concept can now experiment more freely. So rather than diminishing creativity, AI gives individuals more freedom to express it. Also, another point is the core of creativity remains human. AI does not invent a meaning on its own. It's guided by our choices, our emotions, and our intentions. The ideas come from us, the direction comes from us. AI simply is a tool that provides and helps our vision become a reality. Humans refine, transform, and personalize. So, AI enriches creativity because it offers new pathways and possibilities that were once unimaginable. So creativity expression is no longer limited by an access to experience to expensive materials. Everybody can use now. So for these reasons described above, our house must support this motion. Thank you.
All right, thank you so much, Julia. I think we're right on time. 2 minutes is given to Sinai team. Please go ahead.
Okay, so hi guys, Sinai team here. Creativity is humans' oldest method of connection, from cave paintings to novels and music and poetry. Some claim AI enhances creativity, but AI cannot feel, struggle, or experience life. It only recombines existing work, which risks plagiarism and produces unoriginal work. Those who rely on AI risk losing their own creative voice and producing hollow outputs.
Proponents say AI saves time or removes skill barriers, yet true creativity is not about how much time you spend on it or the output. It's about exploration, experimentation, and emotional expression. Over reliance on AI erodes human skill, remove challenges that inspire innovation, and threatens the livelihood of artists, musicians, and writers. Some argue AI democratizes art or sparks new ideas, but AI-generated outputs are mechanical and often copied from existing works, flooding markets and reducing opportunities for visually stunning AI art triggers the uncanny valley effect, making audiences feel disconnected rather than inspired.
Finally, some claims AI frees human for higher level creativity, but constraints are traditionally essential to growth and innovation, moving them with skill erosion and homogenized work. AI cannot convey culture, emotion, or historical context. People depend on it, risk losing the very essence of creativity. Thank you.
All right, thank you so much. Yeah, thank you so much, Cyanide team. Thanks for the heads up. We will now start the open floor, or sorry, the crossfire questions, I should say. We will now start the crossfire questions, and as you guys already know, this is the time that each one of you will ask the other team about specific points or specific parts of their team or of their side. Okay, so the 8 minutes will be starting right now.
You're asking a question? Yeah. We need to answer, right?
Can I ask a question?
Yeah.
Or is
Cognita,
it their
yes.
turn?
Cognita. Cognita first.
Okay. If creativity requires personal perspective, what personal perspective does AI have that allows it to take over the human creativity?
We don't understand
Can you repeat again?
Sorry, what?
Can you please repeat the question, Giovanna?
That if creativity requires personal perspective, what personal perspective can the AI offer and have that allows it to take over human creativity? What I'm trying to say is, how can AI take over human creativity if creativity relies on something that is only human, this personal perspective?
AI doesn't have no personal perspective. It's just a machine, a bunch of code that just you give it the input, it gives you the output. No type of creativity, and the
Cyanide team, I think there's a technical difficulty we are experiencing here. Can you also see it, Cognita?
what?
Cyanide, you're back. There was a technical difficulty.
Oh, yeah.
Please go ahead.
Okay, I was saying that AI doesn't have no personal perspective. AI is just a bunch of code that when you give it an input, it gives you an output. It doesn't actually, create something from its imagination. And pictures that you see are just elements. Yeah, it doesn't. They lack creativity. You feel that they.
Another technical difficulty.
Code and stuff.
Cyanide,
We're there.
can you
We're
please
answering.
repeat it again? No, there was a technical
saying that
difficulty. You stopped.
We're saying AI has no personal perspective. It's just an input-output type situation. It doesn't do anything from its brain. It's not creative. It doesn't have a brain. It just adds code that complements with other code, and then you get the output. So no personal perspective at all. Thank you.
Yeah, so that's what we are talking about, because we don't fear AI will take over our place in creative because they don't have personal perspective. So AI is only going to be a powerful tool so we can expand our works. Like people that doesn't have so many opportunities, they can use AI to extend their creative and to put their works in bigger places and to promote a better life for themselves.
Okay, so it will take over, or we believe that it might take over because it mass produces for everyone. As you said, it makes art accessible for everyone, which, for example, just like a Shein factory makes an original artist's hard work done. Like, for example, on a design, it takes that design and it imitates it cheaply. AI does the same thing. It makes it more accessible. We don't need like art to be accessible, to be creative. Like, we don't need it to be accessible. We just need it to stem from a place of humanity, a place of imaginative feelings, emotions. It needs to stem from all of that to be creative.
Yeah, and our question, I think our turn. it also has, it's like mostly an answer to, you said AI is used as a tool. So if AI is used as a tool, why are most artists against the use of AI? Because it's taking and lacking their jobs and lacking creativity too.
Okay,
We're done with the question.
Rodrigo or Logic, sorry, Cyanide team, can you please repeat the question so that they can get it?
As you said, is used as a tool. Why are most artists against the use of this tool?
Rodrigo?
Well, I don't really have any artists that I saw saying that AI is really bad for their work. But the point here is that it is a tool because, as you said, only people can put their personality in their works. And if we look back in history, we see that the famous artists, they came from rich families because it's the only point of living with art. And now with AI, we can put art into different levels of society that didn't have that opportunity, but really had that feeling inside themselves. Not everybody can be an artist now because, like myself, I cannot be an artist because I don't have that all creativity to put something in AI and see if it's good or bad. But at that time, we will not see everybody being an artist. We will only expand people who really have creative and don't have the opportunity right to use their creative. They can use more their time right.
Okay, answering what you said previously, I don't know, you saying that previously artists were coming from rich families and stuff like that. No, Van Gogh was in poverty. Riza was like
Frida.
yeah, Frida was
and
paralyzed.
she painted a self-portrait.
Yeah, so I don't think poverty has anything to do with art. I think that poverty, it releases a sense of that you experience something which will cause you to have greater art and greater emotions inside your art. So struggle causes also creativity, which is what you can put in your drawing, painting, your creativeness. It's based on the struggle also. So I don't think that's something an AI can experience and can be more effective in. I think that's a more human trait.
And adding to what my friends said here about not every artist came from a rich family. An artist, a well-known artist, able Tesfaye, known as The Weeknd, he came from pure poverty. His father wasn't there. This is turning into a bit of a biography here, but this has to be said. His father left the house. His mother had to work double job, so he was living in pure poverty.
Yet he
His
created
friend,
art.
yet then he created like infinite amount of money. His songs are well known, playing everywhere. So that has nothing to do with whether you're coming from poverty or rich family.
Yeah, well, what I'm saying,
Can I
it's not
add
that I don't
something?
believe. Yeah, go ahead.
Oh, sorry. You said that most artists they are against AI, but there are surveys that show exactly the opposite. There is a survey of 400 graphic designers analyzed in the United 400,000
Is
graphic designers analyzed in the United States, and 98% of them use AI. And Adobe also show that 80% of creative professionals say that they use AI to aid them in their work.
Yeah, what type of aid exactly?
if it's just an inspiration, then it is not considered as full work.
Yeah, it's
That-
just a part of the work.
Yeah,
and
the
it
work
doesn't
was
have like much of the own person's feelings. It's just like
Yeah.
an idea, but it's not what the person actually wants to show.
it's like a
Okay,
template,
I
you know.
think okay. So I think we have to stop there. There are some points that were not clarified, definitely, and probably you still have questions about each of the team or each of the points that you guys answered about. But I think this time I wanted to ask a specific question to each of you guys, which you were talking about earlier. So I wanted to get your opinion, otherwise known as the moderator twist question. As per usual, you have a minute to prepare and only 30 seconds to answer. But this time, I'll give the floor first to the cyanide team to answer the question, since I believe there were some points that I feel like our audiences watching all over our live stream would definitely be interested about. So let's place yourselves as the teachers. And as you said earlier, the artist, creativity, and everything. Let's say a student submits creative work to you or an artwork to you, and you have proven that this was an AI work, how would you grade it? Okay, you have 1 minute to prepare. Timer starts now. 5 seconds. Starts now. 30 seconds.
Okay, so if I was a teacher and I was grading a homework of a person that was supposed to do an artwork, and if I found out that they did it fully by AI, I wouldn't grade it perfectly, to be honest, because in my opinion, it's made by someone. It could be plagiarized. There are no feelings in that drawing. It's copied by at some point because it's AI doing it, not the person. If I'm asking for an artwork, I expect to see feelings in it, to see the person's perspective and the person's way of thinking to actually show the artwork, not to have a copy. Yes,
Alright.
something can be taken from outside, but I need to see the person actually doing it and showing what they feel
Okay.
and what they view.
Okay, thank you so much, Sinai. This time around, this would be for Cognita. The same thing, 1 minute to prepare and 30 seconds to answer, and you will have to strictly abide by the time. Earlier, Cognita, you were saying something about the graphic designers and how they have used AI. So I think this time I wanted to focus on that specific part you were saying. Let's say a graphic designer, and you are a judge, okay? And a graphic designer won a contest. An AI graphic designer. An AI graphic designer. Do you think this person should be allowed to win? Or do you think we should retract his award? Okay. Get it? Okay. 1 minute. Pumita, your 30 seconds to answer starts now.
So we believe that this person could win because if they were previous warned that they could use AI, it's their capability of doing a good prompt and to analyzing what AI bring to them that made them win the competition. So it's not the whole work AI did because they need to analyze, they need to put their creative on their prompts to do something that is good enough to win.
Okay. Thank you so much, Lyra. That's right on time. Thank you so much. Right now, we will now proceed with the open floor debate. And this time around, I'll give you guys 3 minutes each. Again, I'll give you 3 minutes each to present your points. We will start first with Cognita. Cognita, please present your statistics, your data, and other points. Timer starts now.
I would like to start just clarifying a previous point. Can you hear me? I think there is another microphone open. Yeah.
Yeah, we can hear you. Go ahead.
I would just like to clarify the previous point that we're talking about poverty and some rich people. My point here is not that poverty artists cannot do a good art or are not skilled. I think that all their emotion put in the work has really something that is so valuable. But most of the famous artists, they didn't get rich in life. They got rich after the whole life that they suffered a lot, and maybe that caused their good work, but they are not valorized as they are right now, and it's really difficult to be in another point of life when you are an artist and you come from some places in society that doesn't look art as a good way to live life.
I think we still have time for Cognito. One more minute if you want to present any other thing.
Okay, I would like to add that you were stating earlier that AI was only a tool, that it didn't help with creativity, that creativity is something human, but that's exactly what we're trying to say. There is a study done by Harvard that talks about how AI enhances in education. They were separated students into groups. One used AI, the other one didn't. And they used judges that didn't know which group was which to vote which were better. And they consistently rated that the AI supported work was higher in creativity quality. And what is more significant about this is how the students they presented their own thinking. They said that it helped them brainstorm, it helped them explore new directions and move past some creative barriers. It also helped them with confidence to explore new areas that they maybe wouldn't have thought of doing without AI aid. So this refutes the idea that AI kills creative thoughts because it removes the creative blocks and expands the possibilities that people can consider. So it helps students access their own creativity in a more full way.
Yeah,
All
and
right.
Nature
Thank
did a research on that too,
Lara.
that AI improves their self-confidence in
I think
schools.
we have to stop there. Yes. So thank you so much, Lara. I think we have to stop there. Another 3 minutes is given for the Sinai. Please go ahead.
Okay, so we mentioned the opposing team mentioned something about how the judges chose or maybe didn't know how to differentiate between an AI user or just a normal user, and saying that the AI model was more creative. That point, AI, you cannot measure creativity at all. It's not something that you can just get a thermometer and just measure it out. It's something that you feel. The judge may not be able to see that, but it may be obvious for some other. As my friend said here when we were discussing the thing before we started speaking, a pencil is a tool, but it doesn't make you a great writer. Same thing with a camera. A camera doesn't make you like a great photographer. That's why some people, like average people, don't know how to take photos. Some others know how to take stunning photos of landscapes, mountains, and so on. Then you look at the difference and you see something that like, wow, this person is extremely creative with his shots. And if you tell AI to like recreate that picture, it can make it that well. It may like the models like Banana by Gemini, yes, it's called that, can make a landscape picture. It will look stunning, but still you look at it, you feel something is wrong. You feel that something is off,
You
you know?
don't feel the feelings. You will not be able to actually feel like, oh, that's a person that you will feel that it's AI. You will not understand that, oh, there was a feeling, there was a creative perspective through it.
And also, let's say for an example, a person who lacks creativity but has the talent, they can draw, but only from templates, or they see a photo they like, they can redraw it, but they lack the creativity of actually creating it from nothing. That's the same as AI. you lack the creativity. AI has like the actual work where it can create it, but it lacks the creativity, which is our point here, that AI lacks creativity and it oppresses the human creativity. A person who's talented but they don't have creativity and can't create is the same thing as an AI who lacks creativity. You're searching here for creativity, you're not searching for being able to do something.
And there's a stark difference between a human looking at an artwork and getting inspired by it, but drawing it in a specialized style, versus when an AI gets inputted all of these information, sometimes without an artist's permission, plagiarism, blatant plagiarism, and it basically stitches it all together and it provides you the image that you asked for without your hard work of learning how to draw it or how to take a photo of it. And that's a stark difference. There's a difference between being inspired and taking.
AI is just when it makes pictures, it's like taking puzzles and just a puzzle piece because see, it takes there are like a million pictures on the internet, or maybe a billion. And so AI just takes every single part or let's say specific colors or color palette from a single picture and just makes its own thing. But see, it's still stolen from other pictures, still stolen from other resources. These resources may be copyrighted.
Sinai, I think we have to stop there. The time ended already. It's fine. It's fine. No worries. No worries. It's fine. So I think we will just have to continue, Sinai, with a closing statement. I will give the floor first to you before we give the other floor to, or before we give the floor to Pablita. So for now, Sinai, you may continue with whatever points you're presenting, but also add your closing statement. Okay, you have 2 minutes. 2 minutes starts.
Okay, no, we're done with our point. It's just he was talking about like it plagiarizing the work. Okay, so our closing statement. So I think AI may generate music, art, or writing, but it cannot feel or experience the life. It's creativity, it's an imitation, it's not real. And those who rely on it risk losing their own voices.
AI shortcuts the creative process, erodes skills, and replaces most of the human jobs, specifically the creative ones. True creativity grows mostly from struggles, experimentation, and a lot of reflection. AI cannot understand culture, it can't understand tradition, it can't understand the emotion or the history behind why we have some of the greatest art pieces out there to this day, or music pieces. It outputs feels hollow, it lacks human soul, and the connection between the creators, it doesn't exist.
Relying on AI disconnects people from authentic creation, homogenizes art, and threatens centuries of human creative tradition for music, writing, and art. Creativity must remain human. AI may assist, but it can never replace the lived experience, emotion, and identity behind the true human creation.
We're done here.
Yeah, we're done. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much, Sinai. I'll give the floor now to Cognita for the closing statements. Timer starts now.
Okay, can you hear me?
Yes.
Okay, so is exactly what we want to say. Like AI just enhances human creativity. It doesn't replaces it, because since AI doesn't have cultural context, personal experience, it cannot replace the human creative. Like, as we reach the end of this debate, let me restate our claim with more clarity. AI is not replacing human creativity, it's amplifying it. It is a tool that expands what we can imagine, what we create, and who gets the chance to create at all. Like, AI inspires new ideas. It pushes us beyond routine tasks and let us explore possibilities that we might never have considered if it doesn't help us. So AI doesn't doesn't replace human creativity. It just widens the horizon for us. And AI empowers students to experiment AI in art, music, writing, and democratizes creative expression and gives more people, not just the privileged few with training resources, the chance to express themselves. And this leads us to our final idea. AI doesn't erase human role, it elevates it. AI handles the speed, the repetition, the technical barriers, the cultural understanding, the intentional judgment that comes from us. AI can generate a melody, but only a human can turn into a story that moves someone to tears. And like AI can draft a visual, but only a human can decide what it means. So the question was never will AI replace human creativity, but are we willing to embrace that tool that makes human creativity stronger, more inclusive, and more powerful than ever?
Okay, thank you so much.
Okay.
I think we're just right on time, Lara. Thank you so much. So I think that ends our matches. I hope that you guys had a wonderful match today with Cognita versus Sinai team. As per usual, we will announce the winners next week. So please, for now, I think you can enjoy your weekend and stay put and breathe a little bit because you guys did very well on this presentation. Have a great rest of the day and the rest of the weekend, and we'll update you next week.
Bye.
Bye bye.
Thank you so
Thank
much.
you.
Bye.
Thank you. Bye.